What is keto or ketogenic diet? A ketogenic diet is simply one that is low in carbohydrates, moderate in protein, and high in dietary fat. In the 1920s, a ketogenic diet was developed to help patients with epilepsy reduce their seizures. The keto diet also had a positive effect on the patient's body fat, blood sugar, cholesterol, and hunger level. Exercise is important for a healthy lifestyle, but it has little effect on weight loss, while providing other health benefits. With the exception of alcohol, these are the only sources of calories. Your total calories for the day equal 100%, regardless of how many you eat or what diet you follow. Each of those macronutrients becomes a percentage of your daily pie, and the ratio changes frequently depending on your diet. You cannot get 100% of your calories from each macronutrient. A high-carb, low-fat diet, also known as the 80-10-10 diet, is a popular YouTube diet. That means carbs account for 80% of calories, fat accounts for 10%, and protein accounts for 10%. Competitive weightlifters frequently gain muscle with a diet that is higher in carbs and lower in fat with mild protein, and then when it comes time to lean out, protein is the most important macronutrient in their diet, followed by fat and carbs. A ketogenic diet, in contrast, consists of a diet that is approximately 70% fat, a moderate amount of protein, and very little carbs, ranging from 5% to 10%, depending on the individual's tolerance. We all have a different carbohydrate tolerance, and our insulin resistance levels are distinct, which means one individual on a keto diet may be able to consume more carbs than another one on a keto diet, but still be on what's called nutritional ketosis. This may appear to be contrary to what most of us have been taught about nutrition. A keto diet works differently than other popular diets, such as the healthy diet that is high in carbs and low in fat and protein. We all know that calories are fuel for our bodies, but that fuel can come from either glucose or ketones. The major one that most people today rely on is glucose. It is primarily derived from carbohydrates, and can be a great source of energy for the brain and body. This is essentially a sugar-burning mode, because glucose is a sugar. Ketones, also known as ketone bodies, are the second source of fuel. Ketones, rather than glucose, fuel people on a ketogenic diet. When glucose levels fall, and the body has access to fat, either stored body fat or dietary fat, ketones are produced. When the body uses ketones as fuel instead of glucose, they are in nutritional ketosis, which is similar to fat-burning mode, because fat is the fuel source. For the body to function properly, any diet must include both carbohydrates and fat. Popular ketogenic resources generally recommend an average of 70 to 80 fat from total daily calories, 5 to 10 carbohydrate, and 10 to 20 protein. There are many variations of the ketogenic diet, but they all prohibit carbohydrate-rich foods. Some of these foods may be obvious: refined and whole grain starches such as breads, cereals, pasta, rice, and cookies, potatoes, corn, and other starchy vegetables, and fruit juice. Beans, legumes, and most fruits are examples of less obvious foods. Most ketogenic diets allow saturated fat-rich foods like fatty cuts of meat, processed meats, lard, and butter, as well as unsaturated fat-rich foods like nuts, seeds, avocados, plant oils, and oily fish. Ketogenic food lists can differ and even conflict depending on where you get your information. The amount of protein one can consume on a ketogenic diet, like carbohydrates, depends on the individual and how their body metabolizes different foods. Are there any advantages to following a ketogenic diet? Lose weight. The body can burn stored fat in ketosis, and insulin levels are reduced because there is less glucose in the body. Reduced appetite. Because fat is more satiating, people on a ketogenic diet often don't get as hungry, which can improve a person's relationship with food. Mental clarity. People in ketosis frequently report having mental clarity that they do not have when fueled by glucose. Healing. Research has shown that it can help kill cancer cells and treat or even reverse cognitive impairments such as Alzheimer's symptoms. Insulin levels were improved, blood pressure was reduced, and blood cholesterol and triglyceride levels were improved. All of these advantages stem from fat being the body's primary fuel source. Potential drawbacks. Maintaining a very high-fat diet can be difficult. Hunger, fatigue, low mood, irritability, constipation, headaches, and brain fog are possible symptoms of extreme carbohydrate restriction that can last days to weeks. Though these unpleasant feelings may pass, remaining satisfied with the limited variety of foods available and being denied otherwise enjoyable foods such as a crunchy apple or a creamy sweet potato may present new challenges. Long-term ketogenic diets have been linked to an increased risk of kidney stones and osteoporosis, as well as higher uric acid levels in the blood, a risk factor for gout. If the ketogenic diet does not include a variety of recommended foods, nutrient deficiencies may occur. It is critical to include a daily variety of the allowed meats, fish, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds to ensure adequate intakes of fiber, B vitamins, and minerals, iron, magnesium, zinc, nutrients typically found in foods like whole grains that are restricted from the diet. Because whole food groups are excluded, working with a registered dietitian to develop a ketogenic diet that minimizes nutrient deficiencies may be beneficial. Some people who have struggled to lose weight with other methods may benefit from a ketogenic diet. The precise ratio of fat, carbohydrate, and protein required to achieve health benefits will differ between individuals due to genetic makeup and body composition. If one decides to begin a ketogenic diet, it is best to consult with a physician and a dietitian to closely monitor any biochemical changes that occur after beginning the regimen, as well as to create a meal plan that is tailored to one's existing health conditions, and to avoid nutritional deficiencies or other health complications. A dietitian can also advise you on reintroducing carbohydrates after you've lost weight,